Australia has now joined the UK, France, Canada, Switzerland and Turkey. The country's Prime Minister Anthony Albanese said his government would consider sending peacekeepers to Ukraine if a request was made, ABC reports. Why is this important? Military and diplomatic support for Ukraine is reaching a new level. Now, several countries with powerful armies are ready to participate in guaranteeing security after the end of hostilities. Albanese stressed that the issue of a possible deployment of peacekeeping forces is already under discussion. He also recalled that Australia has provided military aid to Ukraine worth $1.4 billion and continues to play an important role in supporting the Ukrainians' fight against the Russian invasion. The Prime Minister said Canberra was interested in establishing a lasting peace, but also wanted to ensure that Russia's illegal and immoral aggression was not repeated. Earlier, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said that his government was considering the possibility of deploying Canadian troops to Ukraine after a peace agreement was concluded. He stressed that Canada had been actively supporting Ukraine from the very beginning of the war, including training Ukrainian troops. Earlier, Great Britain, France, Canada and Turkey declared their readiness to participate in the peacekeeping mission. Now, Australia has joined them. In addition, this issue is being discussed in NATO countries, including Italy and Switzerland. The actual dispatch of peacekeepers is possible only after the cessation of hostilities and the signing of a peace agreement, but it is already becoming clear that Ukraine will not be left without support, even after the war. Australia has said it is ready to consider the participation of its troops in a peacekeeping mission in Ukraine if a request is received. The UK, France, Canada, Turkey and Australia can play a key role in ensuring Ukraine's security. Another European country is ready to send peacekeepers to Ukraine, Switzerland. According to Reuters, the head of the Swiss Armed Forces, Thomas Suesli, said that Switzerland is ready to consider the possibility of sending its troops as part of a future peacekeeping mission in Ukraine if a corresponding request is received and the country's government and parliament give their consent. We could send around 200 soldiers for a period of 9 to 12 months, Suesli told Sonntagsblick. He stressed that the discussions are still hypothetical since there is currently no official request from the UN or other international structures. There is no peace yet, and the UN has not asked for it, he added.
U.S. President Donald Trump tells Congress, "We've had serious discussions with Russia and have received strong signals that they are ready for peace in Ukraine," Trump said. Wouldn't that be beautiful? According to Associated Press, Trump also highlighted the return of American Mark Fogel, who was detained in Russia and returned mid-February. Fogel was arrested in August 2021 and was serving a 14-year prison sentence. His family and supporters said he had been traveling with medically prescribed marijuana. Seated Democrats joined Republicans' standing applause for Fogel. Trump recounted how he had traveled to Fogel's hometown of Butler, Pennsylvania and met his mother before walking onto a stage during a campaign event in July 2024. Minutes later, shots rang out and a gunman attempted to assassinate Trump. The wife and daughters of Corey Comprator, a firefighter killed by gunfire at that Trump rally, received uniform bipartisan applause when Trump addressed them in the audience.
We've had serious discussions with Russia and have received strong signals that they are ready for peace. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Wouldn't that be beautiful? Wouldn't that be beautiful? It's time to stop this madness. It's time to halt the killing. It's time to end this senseless war. If you want to end wars, you have to talk to both sides. Nearly 4 years ago, amid rising tensions, a history teacher named Mark Fogel was detained in Russia and sentenced to 14 years in a penal colony. Rough stuff. The previous administration barely lifted a finger to help him. They knew he was innocent, but they had no idea where to begin. But last summer, I promised his 95-year-old mother, Malphine, that we would bring her boy safely back home. After 22 days in office, I did just that, and they are here tonight. To Mark and his great mom, we are delighted to have you safe and sound and with us. As fate would have it, Mark Fogel was born in a small rural town in Butler, Pennsylvania. Have you heard of it? Where his mother has lived for the past 78 years. I just happened to go there last July 13th for a rally. That was not pleasant. And that is where I met his beautiful mom right before I walked onto that stage. And I told her I would not forget what she said about her son. And I never did I? Never forgot. Less than 10 minutes later, at that same rally, gunfire rang out, and a sick and deranged assassin unloaded 8 bullets from his sniper's perch into a crowd of many thousands of people. My life was saved by a fraction of an inch, but some were not so lucky. Corey Comparator was a firefighter, a veteran, a Christian, a husband, a devoted father, and above all, a protector. Thank you.